There is a silent epidemic destroying the health, memory, and independence of millions of people over the age of 60, and it happens entirely in the dark. It is not a new disease. It is not a genetic inevitability. It is something so common, so universally accepted as a normal part of aging, that most seniors do not even bother to mention it to their doctors anymore. I am talking about the profound degradation of human sleep. You have probably been told that as you get older, you simply need less sleep. You have probably been told that waking up 3 or 4 times a night is just par for the course after 60. You have probably been told that if you are tired during the day, it is just a sign that you are slowing down. In 2026, leading longevity researchers from Stanford, Johns Hopkins, and the National Institutes of Health have definitively proven that every single one of those statements is a dangerous myth. You do not need less sleep as you age. Your brain and your body are simply losing the ability to generate the deep restorative sleep they so desperately require. And the consequences of this loss are devastating. Poor sleep after 60 is not just an inconvenience. It is a biological catastrophe. It is the primary accelerator of cognitive decline, the hidden driver of insulin resistance, the silent catalyst for muscle loss, and the single greatest predictor of all-cause mortality that you actually have the power to control. But here is the most important breakthrough of 2026. The degradation of your sleep is not a permanent sentence. The ability to sleep deeply, continuously, and restoratively is not gone forever. It has simply been buried under a mountain of modern habits, artificial environments, and outdated medical advice. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to get it back. I am going to introduce you to a protocol developed by the world's leading circadian biologists, specifically engineered for the biology of men and women over 60. It is called the 9 p.m. reset. It requires no sleeping pills, no expensive gadgets, and no drastic lifestyle overhauls. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what is happening inside your brain when you close your eyes, why your current evening routine is actively sabotaging your cellular repair, and the step-by-step blueprint you can use starting tonight to reclaim the deep, healing sleep that will protect your brain, preserve your independence, and fundamentally reverse the aging process. This is not just about feeling less tired tomorrow. This is about protecting the next 20 years of your life. Please stay with me. Chapter 1. The Biology of Deep Sleep and Aging. To understand why the 9 p.m. reset is so powerful, we first have to understand the extraordinary biology of what sleep actually does for a body over 60. Because sleep is not a passive state. It is not just your body turning off. Sleep is the most intensely active, neurologically demanding, and biologically critical phase of your entire 24-hour cycle. Let us start with your brain. For decades, scientists believed that the brain was the only organ in the human body that lacked a lymphatic system, the biological plumbing network. But a few years ago, researchers discovered a hidden network within the brain called the glymphatic system. The glymphatic system is your brain's deep cleaning mechanism. Throughout the day, as your brain cells work, communicate, and process information, they produce metabolic byproducts. The most dangerous of these byproducts is a sticky protein called amyloid beta. If amyloid beta is allowed to accumulate, it forms the toxic plaques that are the hallmark of Alzheimer's disease and severe cognitive decline. Here is the critical, non-negotiable fact. The glymphatic system, this essential deep cleaning process, is almost entirely inactive while you are awake. It only activates when you enter deep, slow-wave sleep. During deep sleep, your brain cells literally shrink by up to 60%, allowing the cerebrospinal fluid to rush through the brain, wash away the amyloid beta, and flush the toxins out of your central nervous system. When you fail to get adequate deep sleep, when your sleep is fragmented, shallow, or cut short, that cleaning process is interrupted. The toxins remain. The amyloid beta accumulates. And night after night, year after year, the damage compounds. This is why chronic poor sleep is now considered one of the leading modifiable risk factors for dementia. But the brain is only half the story. The rest of your body relies on deep sleep just as much. During the deepest stages of sleep, your pituitary gland releases the vast majority of its daily supply of human growth hormone. Growth hormone is the master molecule of physical repair. It is what heals micro-tears in your muscles, strengthens your bone density, repairs your connective tissues, and maintains the integrity of your skin and organs. As we discussed in our previous video on sarcopenia, preserving muscle mass after 60 is essential for maintaining independence. But all the protein and resistance training in the world will not save your muscles if you are not getting the deep sleep required to release the growth hormone that actually triggers the repair process. Furthermore, poor sleep profoundly disrupts your metabolic hormones. Just one night of fragmented sleep can reduce your body's sensitivity to insulin by up to 30%, driving your blood sugar levels into pre-diabetic ranges. It elevates ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, and suppresses leptin, the hormone that tells you you are full. In short, when you lose deep sleep, your brain accumulates toxins, your muscles break down, and your metabolism becomes highly dysregulated. The problem is that as we age, our sleep architecture changes. The total amount of time we spend in deep, slow-wave sleep naturally decreases, and our sleep becomes more fragmented. But, and this is the crucial point, the severe, debilitating sleep loss that most seniors experience is not natural. It is the result of a profound mismatch between our ancient biology and our modern environment. And that brings us to Chapter 2, the modern crisis of sleep disruption. If you want to know why you cannot sleep through the night, you have to look at the environment you are living in. The modern world is perfectly engineered to destroy the circadian rhythms. Your circadian rhythm is the internal 24-hour clock that regulates almost every biological process in your body. This clock is primarily controlled by the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and the suprachiasmatic nucleus takes its cues almost entirely from one source: light. For millions of years of human evolution, light meant day, and darkness meant night. When the sun went down, the darkness signaled the brain to begin producing melatonin, the hormone that initiates the sleep cascade. Melatonin lowers your core body temperature. But in 2026, we have completely eradicated darkness. We live in a world of perpetual artificial twilight. Think about the average evening routine for a senior today. The sun goes down and the lights inside the house go on. Bright overhead LED lights that emit a massive amount of blue spectrum light. The television is turned on. Then perhaps an iPad or a smartphone is brought out. To your suprachiasmatic nucleus, all of this artificial blue light sends a very clear, unambiguous message. It is still daytime. Do not produce melatonin. The result is that when you finally turn off the lights and get into bed at 11 o'clock, your brain is biologically stranded in the middle of the afternoon. Your melatonin levels are suppressed. Your core body temperature is too high. Your nervous system is agitated. You might be physically exhausted, but you are neurologically wired. So you lie there, staring at the ceiling. And once you are awake, your hyper-aroused nervous system refuses to let you drift back off. This is not a failure of your body. This is a failure of your environment. Because your melatonin cascade was blunted, your sleep architecture is fragile. You spend the night hovering in the shallow stages of light sleep, easily awakened by the slightest noise. But artificial light is not the only culprit. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, is the biological opposite of melatonin. They operate on a seesaw. When cortisol is high, melatonin must be low. And in our highly connected world, seniors are bombarded with cortisol-spiking stimuli right up until the moment they close their eyes. Watching the evening news, ruminating over financial anxieties. Then there is digestion. The late, heavy dinners that are common in modern culture force the body to divert massive amounts of energy toward the digestive tract, precisely when it should be cooling down. A working digestive system generates heat, making it biologically impossible to access the deepest, most restorative stages of slow-wave sleep. We have taken the most important process and surrounded it with obstacles. But the beauty of circadian biology is that it is highly responsive. If you change the inputs, you can rapidly and profoundly change the outputs. And that is exactly what the 9 p.m. reset is designed to do. Chapter 3. The practical solution, the 9 p.m. reset. The 9 p.m. reset is not a complicated medical intervention. It is a behavioral protocol. It is a deliberate, structured routine that systematically removes the obstacles to deep sleep. 9 o'clock in the evening is the critical inflection point. It is the moment you must draw a hard line. First, we must address the light environment. At 9 p.m., every bright overhead light in your home must be turned off. This is non-negotiable. Transition entirely to low-level, warm lighting. Use table lamps, floor lamps, or wall sconces. The light source should be below eye level, mimicking the angle of a setting sun. If possible, use amber bulbs that emit very little blue light. Second, the digital sunset. At 9 p.m., all screens that emit blue light close to your face must be put away. No iPads, no smartphones, no laptops in bed. Complete digital sunset. If you must use a screen, wear high-quality blue light blocking glasses. The television can remain on, provided it is across the room and you are watching something calming and familiar. Third, the temperature shift. Your brain cannot initiate deep sleep unless your core body temperature drops. You can hack this biological requirement using a counterintuitive technique. When you take a warm bath at 9 p.m., the heat brings the blood to the surface. When you step out into a cooler room, that heat rapidly radiates away, causing a sharp drop in core temperature. That drop is a massive signal. Fourth, the cognitive offload. Anxiety and rumination are the enemies of sleep. At 9:15, take a pen and paper and perform a cognitive offload. Write down everything you need to do tomorrow. Get them out of your brain. By externalizing your anxieties, you give your brain permission to stop processing them for the night. Fifth, the digestive boundary. By 9 p.m., your kitchen should be closed. You should not consume heavy meals, sugary snacks, or large amounts of liquid. A light, protein-based snack is acceptable if you are genuinely hungry. Perhaps a small handful of walnuts. Limit your fluid intake after 8 p.m. to drastically reduce the likelihood of waking up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. Finally, the alcohol illusion. I need to be extraordinarily clear about this. Alcohol is perhaps the most misunderstood sleep aid. A glass of wine might help you lose consciousness faster, but sedation is not sleep. Alcohol fundamentally destroys your sleep architecture. It obliterates REM sleep. By the time the alcohol metabolizes in the middle of the night, it triggers a rebound effect that wakes you up and leaves you unable to return to deep sleep. Alcohol must be eliminated from your evening routine. The 9 p.m. reset is about creating an environment of safety, darkness, and calm. It is about working with your ancient biology rather than fighting against it. Chapter 4. The 2026 Blueprint for Sleep Mastery. Now let us take the 9 p.m. reset and build it into a comprehensive, actionable blueprint. This is exactly how you should structure your evening. Phase 1. The evening transition. This phase begins with your final meal. Dinner should be completed by 7 or 7:30 at the latest. Avoid heavy, greasy, or spicy foods. After dinner, avoid the temptation to sit idly. Engage in light, relaxing movement. A gentle 10-minute walk as the sun sets is incredibly powerful. The fading natural light sends a strong circadian signal. Phase 2. The reset. At exactly 9 p.m., the reset begins. The overhead lights go off. The warm, low-level lamps go on. The screens are put away. The digital world is muted. At 9:30, move into your bedroom. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary dedicated exclusively to sleep and intimacy. It should not be an office, and it should absolutely not have a television in it. The temperature in the bedroom is critical. The optimal sleeping temperature for most adults is significantly cooler than they realize, between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. A cool room facilitates deep sleep. At 9:45, engage in a wind-down activity. This is the perfect time for the cognitive offload journaling, or read a physical book. Not a tablet, but a real paper book. Reading focuses the mind. By 10 or 10:30, you should be getting into bed. The room must be pitch black. Any ambient light, from streetlights outside, from electronic clocks, from charging devices, can penetrate your eyelids and suppress melatonin. Use blackout curtains. Cover small LED lights with electrical tape. If you cannot make the room completely dark, invest in a high-quality, comfortable sleep mask. Once in bed, if you find your mind racing, Use a physiological sigh breathing technique. Take 2 quick inhales through the nose, followed by a long, slow, extended exhale through the mouth. Repeat 3 to 5 times. The morning anchor. I cannot give you a blueprint for sleep without mentioning the morning, because your sleep quality tonight is largely determined by what you do the moment you wake up tomorrow. The most powerful circadian anchor you have is morning sunlight. Within 30 minutes of waking up, you must expose your eyes to natural outdoor sunlight for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Do not wear sunglasses. This massive dose of natural light hits your retinas, travels to the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and immediately halts any residual melatonin production. It signals to your brain that a new day has officially started, and more importantly, it starts a timer. Exactly 12 to 14 hours after that morning light exposure, your brain will naturally begin producing melatonin again. If you miss the morning light, your entire circadian clock drifts, and the 9 p.m. reset will be far less effective. Morning sunlight is the ignition switch for tonight's sleep. Finally, let us summarize. Let us summarize the monumental shift we have discussed today. Poor sleep after 60 is not normal. It is not an inevitable consequence of aging. It is a biological crisis that accelerates cognitive decline, muscle loss, and metabolic dysfunction. But it is a crisis you can solve. Your brain needs deep, slow-wave sleep to activate the glymphatic system and flush out the toxic amyloid beta proteins that cause dementia. Protect your brain. The solution is the 9 p.m. reset. This is not a theoretical concept. This is applied circadian biology, and the results are profound. I am issuing you a 30-day challenge. Starting tonight, implement the 9 p.m. reset. If you found this masterclass valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Every week, we break down the most advanced longevity protocols. Reclaim your sleep. I will see you in the next video.